Hello, and welcome to this very important topic of the reverse burn. So let me know if you have been frustrated by all these diets you have done. You've worked so hard to lose weight, to exercise, only to put that weight just back on. It can be very demoralizing, very depleting, and you're just done. You just feel like frustrated. It's embarrassing. It's humiliating, and it's also just so frustrating. So let me know in the comments if this has happened, if you are just
give us like a hand raise emoji or something if that has been you. You can also tell us where you're listening from, if you're listening live or on the replay.
I see Natasha is here with us. Hi, Natasha. So we are, we are here to talk about the reverse burn because so many of our clients are in this phase 2, in this process of the reverse burn. We get so many questions. Hi, Denise, about this. So what do you need to know about the reverse burn? So first of all, What is it? So I'm going to give you, it is the exit strategy, right? So most of the times what happens is women go, hi Natasha, women go on these diets, right? Where they're heavily restricted, they're cutting out carbs, they're cutting out dairy, they're cutting out lots of calories, they're cutting out whole food groups, right? That they can't maintain. And then then that diet has an endpoint. Raise your hand if you want. I'm like keto, Activia, whatever, something short term, it has an endpoint. And then you're like, okay, I'm done. I go back to eating just all of a sudden, and then you gain the weight back. Of course, because if you take something out, and then you go out, you are going to gain all the weight back. That's just science, right? What the reverse burn is an exit strategy from a fat loss phase to a maintenance phase, right? So that it is an exit strategy, and we do this with our clients, which is why they have sustainable fat loss for life. So it is, in definition, a nutrition strategy to gradually reverse you out of a calorie deficit while focusing on fueling your body while doing progressive workouts focused on increasing strength, building lean muscle, and shaping target areas. I'm so sciencey.
Yes. So during this phase, so this is like a second phase of a nutrition plan. So, this is where you are starting to gradually increase calories over a set amount of time. And it is very strategic, right? So you are looking, like Nirit said, you're looking at food as fuel, rather than looking at it as the enemy, which I know I personally did for a really long time. It was like food was like the enemy. And now this is like, you're looking at food as how to fuel your body and get you to your next level goals, right? So you are trying to increase your metabolism, trying to bring your metabolic rate up to where it should be, where you want it, so that you can maintain your gains while you're feeling really good. You're not feeling restricted, right? You can think about your metabolism. So your metabolism is how much energy your body uses, right? And this is a bit fluid, right? It's impacted by different things. It's impacted by how much you're eating, how much exercise and activity you're getting, right? So, the quality of how you do those things really, really matters. So Nirit was talking about some of those like kind of crash diet, fad diets. Those can really, really destroy your metabolism. And your body responds, right? Your body responds when you underfeed it. Your body responds when you overfeed it, right? And so the fat loss phase does really matter. It matters that you do that right. And then you move into the reverse burn, the second phase.
So why does the quality matter? So what do I mean by that? So when you lose weight, so who the reverse burn is for, it's for people who like, because reverse burn is gradually increasing calories in progressive workouts. If you are in a calorie surplus, which is adding calories, you will gain weight, right? You'll absolutely gain weight unless you do it strategically. So if you, like I said, go on these crash diets where you're giving up carbs, which you should never do because your brain needs that for energy, right? I don't know, certain food groups. I don't know, whatever it is you're giving up, and you're not strength training, you're not building muscle, right? If you are doing those things, you are not losing weight in a way that is right, that is quality. Like if you are in a plan that's telling you not to exercise,
this is my biggest pet peeve right now.
Yeah, you're an OT. That is not a good plan. Think about that. Logically, right? So you don't have to exercise 6 days a week for an hour, but 20 minutes 3 times a week, you should not. That's an hour a week. Okay, so anyway, the quality of how you lose your weight matters. Write that down in the comments. The quality of how I lose my weight and fuel my body matters. So when you lose your weight, when you build muscle in the right way, then you're ready for the second phase, and then you're ready for maintenance, right? Which is where it is. So the fat loss phase is not going to be like, you're never going to be there forever. You should not be in a calorie deficit forever. And that's what people think. And so they get frustrated, right?
People think that all the time. Like we hear that all the time. They think, that you have to be at 1,200 calories to lose weight and to stay there for the rest of your life. And people are always so surprised when they see like, oh, wait, my calories aren't going to just keep going down and down and down and down. No, we're gonna bring you up in a thoughtful way.
And 1,200 calories is dangerous. So that's way too low, right? We gotta think about your hormones. Yes, the quality of the quality of your hormones, the quality of your cortisol, all those things really matter. So again, this is really, really important for your mindset, because if you think you're going to be in restriction, and even in the fat loss phase, you should not be in restriction. During the fat loss phase, you need to learn how to fuel your body for your goals, for your needs, for your age, for all those things, and also how to navigate treats. Like in every phase, you need to understand how to eat pizza, how to eat chocolate, whatever it is that you like, incorporate that. Otherwise, you are not going to maintain what you lost.
So let's talk about who is this for? Who is the reverse burn for? So number one is for people who have been through the fat loss phase and they have lost a significant portion of their weight. They may be at their end goal, or they may be, they've gotten a chunk towards their goal, right? You don't want to stay in the fat loss phase forever. You don't want to stay in calorie restriction forever. It is stressful on your body, right? So this is a way to start to eat more food. So unless you have a strategy with this, you will see a weight gain. So if you go from calorie restriction in your fat loss phase to just eating whatever, or going back to your normal patterns, that is where people see that rebound weight gain, right? So this is a thoughtful way of incorporating more and more calories to get you to your final goal, which is maintenance, or to get you kind of through a plateau, right? So it might be people who have lost a portion of their weight and they are now in a bit of a plateau, and then you're not sure what to do to get through it. So it sounds counterintuitive, right? Wait, Sarah, you're telling me to eat more to get through my plateau and lose more weight? This doesn't make sense, right? But it's a way of addressing your metabolism and becoming more metabolically healthy, so that then you can get towards your next goal, right? It is for people who have really worked on their habits, and they understand, they have developed the skills and the knowledge to understand what's in their food and how it's impacting them. And they've developed some consistent habits. They're working out regularly, right? They are eating protein at every meal. I think I just gave myself a thumbs up. Woohoo. So they've already established some habits. And so they can, if we give you a small increase in your calories, they are tracking, and they know how to do that with food.
So I'm just going to be real with you. Like Sarah knows this. You do too, but I eat a shit ton of food.
I ate a lot of food too.
Yeah, I eat a ton of food. I'm at maintenance fit for life, right? But I also have been in the fat loss phase, and I reverse burned myself, right? Because I learned how to do that. but I eat balanced meals. And I got there by doing it the right way. But I did fail a lot of times before, as you've seen from my before picture. I spent many years of failing, right? So that's how I'm so smart and know it now, because I failed so much, just to be honest. So
we learn so much.
Yeah.
Like, and the more mistakes you make, the more you fail and fall on your face, the more successful you're going to be in the end.
So give me some hearts in the comments if you failed a couple times, unless anyone here is not a failure. I guess you haven't. But so the key is we want you to not make the same mistakes we did, right? Because so the thing is to build those balanced meals first. Yeah, the realness. Exactly. That was me. Seriously. So build those. We want to boost your metabolism first, right? So that your metabolism is on autopilot.
And that's where like the quality comes in, the quality of how you're losing the weight, the quality of what you're eating, and the quality of your workouts.
Yeah, Natasha, exactly. Like, this is what I thought. I thought if I just ate healthy, like I just ate my greens and I did cardio, that's how I would lose weight. And I was failing, right? Because I thought that eating healthy, and I'm going to do a video on this soon because I did one a long time ago. Eating healthy was the same as eating for fat loss and boosting my metabolism, okay? So what you have to learn in the fat loss phase before the reverse burn is you need to have the knowledge, the skills, you need to stabilize your hormones, you have to change your behaviors and your mindset, right? We break down these steps in that's what you have. You have to have that solid foundation. We do this in our midlife makeover program, right? So what is really dangerous, what is super dangerous, is going through these yo-yo cycles of like these like binge, right? And then like restrictive binge, right? And without having knowledge of nutrition, knowledge of strength training, right? And like your exact range of calories, going super, super low and then binging, right? And we've all done this. And that is, and then we get like so desperate, right? And the reason we do these is because we get so desperate.
Yeah. So I want to highlight that the reverse burn is not a one size fits all approach. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you need to increase by X amount if you're in this. If you're out there, you're listening and you're like, I just lost 15 pounds. I'm feeling great. I'm not going to sit here and tell you exactly how much you need to increase, because it is individual. Just like, a calorie deficit is different for each person, right? So this is a one-on-one approach. It has to be individualized. It has to be strategic, and you will get the best results if you are working with a professional who knows this process and knows what they're doing and knows how to do this in the right way, right? So it's also very mental. I think this is and you touched on this before, this is like a relief, right? That like, okay, this, I'm not going to be in fat loss forever. I'm not going to be in calorie deficit forever. Some of the people I see watching like are in their reverse burn process, right? That you are working towards something. You're working towards a sustainable lifestyle where you're going to feel really good and you're not going to feel restricted and you're going to look and feel the way you want. That is the goal. And this is based on science, right? This is not something that like we just pull out of thin air, right? This is based on a science.
And, starting to just feel good, really, really good right away. So I hope that this helped. I love all the comments here. I'm so glad that this is resonating with you guys and helping you. I love it. Would love to get some hearts, some smiles if this is resonating with you, if you've been there and failed like we have. And I just wanted to remind you all that it was my birthday on January 5th and
she finally caught up to me.
Yeah. Well, I thought I was 44 for I
thought you were turning 45 too.
Yeah. Anyway. So did I. So anyway, we are doing a birthday scholarship for you all because we would like to help more people. So we are giving away $15,000. So you should apply. Thank sneaky. You should apply. If this is your year, if you want to make 2025 your year, you want to get in the best shape of your life the right way, in the quality way, and keep it off going through our 3 phases, our fat loss phase, our reverse burn phase, and then our fit for life phase, so you can feel better
and
every single
still
day.
be there in 5 years and in 10 years, right? And keep that for life.
That's so important.
You should apply. We want to hear from you.
So just write pick me, and we will we'll send you the details, but you can also look on both of our personal pages, and the details are there, and tell us why we should pick you. It's up till the January 17th that you can apply. So have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday.
Bye, guys.
Bye.